What is up, my puffer people? It's I, Kane, your puffer pal, back with another video. And today, what are we doing? I'm bringing you my Week 7 battle in the OPL against AshVamp, coach of the St. John's Jolteons. A little background of this battle, kind of. I've actually battled AshVamp twice in the DPBA, and he actually beat me both times in the DPBA. So going into this battle, I really want to win. But of course, he also really wants to win. Don't get me wrong, but oh my gosh, and we've been on a losing streak, so this battle's super important to me. And I put a good amount of prep into this. I really want to win. And this battle, though, I will say, is this is the last week I had classes, so after this I'm gonna try to put a lot more prep into my everything and prep and stuff into everything. But my team, basically, let me break it down. We've got a more standard banded Entei with the Flare Blitz, Sacred Fire, Summon Tantrum, and what's the name? Stone Edge hits everything on his team pretty hard. Kiram, I think, died from a Flare Blitz banded. You die from a banded Flare Blitz. Empoleon might be able to live, but it only lives one. He dies. He dies from a Stone Edge, and you don't get one shot by anything. But he can live a hit, but only one hit. Then we have a Zoroark. This Zoroark is extra sensory to hit whatever poison type he had. I forgot what it was, but he didn't bring it. And then Dark Pulse for Stab, Titanium Z for Kyurem Black and Mega Aggron, and Flamethrower for... Sorry, I got to pull up his team. Anyway, until that, then we've got a Porygon 2, the duck himself. The duck, my favorite duck. No, he isn't, but we've got Tri Attack for good stab, Thunderbolt to hit Empoleon, Recover for the... Why do I have Recover? Just to recover. And then Ice Beam for Landote, basically. Then we have my Vorizion. Ooh, baby, Vorizion. Which is a Calm Mind set. Calm Mind, you heard me right. You heard me right. Oh, here, I pulled this up. So I had Flamethrower for... Oh, no, not Bisharp. I guess it was just there for Kyurem Black. Not Kyurem Black, Mega Aggron. And then Extra Sensory was there to hit Hawlucha and Hitmontop. And then Titanium Z also hit Bisharp and Linoon. And then... this is a Calm Mind subset with lefties, a good amount of bulk investment, and then Giga Drain and Focus Blast. It does work against the team. Tell me what it switches on. Typhlosion is an okay switching, but we actually can take a hit after a few Calm Minds, even if he specs. You're not a switching. We eat any hit from you because we have good natural bulk, plus I invest in bulk, plus after a Calm Mind. You're not a switching at all. You die to a Focus Blast after a Calm Mind. You die to a Focus Blast, you die to a Focus Blast, and you don't want to take a Giga Drain at all. So it doesn't really have switch-ins, per se. And then we have a Scarf Qwilfish with Explosion, just in case we want to hit something really hard. Destiny Bond just there, because I didn't really need anything else. Poison Jab for good stab, and then Liquidation, which is just good because it hits Mega Aggron before Mega Evolving, so that's not a switch-in. Hits Typhlosion really hard, it hits Jolteon really hard, and it hits Lando really hard, so it's actually good. And then Intimidate. And then a mixed bulk, Celesteela, Leech Seed, Earthquake, Air/Heavy Slam, with about max HP, and then half and half in both defense. So turn 1, I decide to lead with my Zoroark, because I figured it could catch either something off guard with the Titanium Z, like the Empoleon, or because we're very offensive, so we could kill him with Titanium Z plus Focus Blast, or we could just hit something decently hard with the Dark Pulse. So he decides to lead with the Jolteon, which is a problem, because if he's running the Life Orb, I disguise as Celesteela, I just don't know why. But if he's leading Celesteela, no, I mean, if he's Life Orb or Specs, he does one-shot us with a Thunderbolt. I decided to go into Vorizion because it counters this thing all day. Like, look at this. Does 11%. Nothing. We eat. We eat. Also, we see that he is not life orb, which is good. Now he goes into that Vorizion. So there's a problem, because if he clicks, I need a free switch in to either Qwilfish or my Porygon 2, which could hit him with... Okay. Because basically Specs Eruption two-shots everything on my team. And he outspeeds a lot of my team. So basically, after I decided to switch into Entei to see if he's Scarf or Specs, because Scarf ain't bad against my team either. So I have the calcs open, and I switch into the Entei because it's my resist. And as you can see, he decides not to click Eruption and to actually click the Fire Blast. Does 45%. That's a lot of damage. And let me tell you, that is guaranteed Specs. Like, that has to be Specs. Because the calcs, unless he got a max roll on Scarf. So it's still in the back of my mind that he could be Scarfed. But I'm like almost certain that he's Specs. So at this point, I just click Stone Edge because I kill him with a Stone Edge if he stays in. He decides to go land. I'm like, okay, we'll get a little bit of damage. But we do miss the Stone Edge. It doesn't really matter because it wasn't going to be doing too much. But that little bit of chip would have been very nice to have on the Lando, knowing what a threat it is. So I just go Porygon 2 because it could take any hit. Plus we chase the Intimidate so we could eat any hit he goes for. He decides to go to the aggro, and I'm like, okay, I actually could beat this thing 1v1 if he doesn't Toxic me. I could with it because I get recovery. So he goes for the Stealth Axe. At this point, I'm kind of predicting him to switch out. So I decide to go for the Tri-Attack. But he stays in. Always 20% chance, but no, we don't, because, you know, we're the least like a human being in the world. But he just Toxic me, which is okay. I mean, my Porygon 2 wasn't too good in this matchup. I again predict him to switch out, but I knew even if he didn't, I would still be getting decent damage. Plus, there's the 20% chance, but we didn't get it because I'm unlucky. But Porygon 2, I just let die at this point. And but I do get to weaken the Mega Aggron. At this point, I make a very big misplay. I go out to my Qwilfish. I assumed that Qwilfish could kill with a liquidation. But then I decided to run the calcs after I sent him in. And it turns out it was a roll not in my favor. So I decided to just send in Celesteela because it 100% eats a -1 Heavy Slam, which does like 10%. Not even. I don't even know why I said 10%. I forgot the exact range. But we could just click Leech Seed. At this point, this is where I find out I'm cursed. Anyway, click the Leech Seed. He clicks with the Fire Punch, does nothing. But he burns me, which I have the Earthquake and the Heavy Slam. So that just completely cripples my thing. Right there, I said, bruh, I can't win. Like, literally, I have just not been lucky at all in this league. Dude, every game. But I don't care, because we are +1. And at this point, I decide to click Leech Seed, because I know for a fact he's not Specs or Life Orb, and we could live literally any hit from him. So I just click the Leech Seed. If he sends in the Lander, so I click Leech Seed. At this point, he actually can't kill me. So I just decided to click the Air Slash and do decent damage to him. As he clicks Knockoff, we lose our lefties, but we do get to do the decent damage to him. 37% and 13%, so we do 50% right there. And then he switches to save. I was so close to clicking Earthquake, predicting him to switch into the Jolteon, but I decided just to click Air Slash just in case. So, we get okay damage off. And at this point, I just let Celesteela go down because there's no point in saving it. And at this point, I'm like, yo, Vorizion, though. Because I have the Calm Mind. So I decide, you know, he's either going to switch or probably click Volt Switch. Or if he clicks in Power, I know I could take one. So I just click Sub. And at this point, I could set up a Calm Mind. A free Calm Mind. Because after the Calm Mind and Leftovers, now knowing I could set up a calm mind, and with leftovers, I don't die to the second one, and I could click Giga Drain and get all the recovery back. That does nothing because we're +1, and Vorizion actually has really good stuff. He goes ahead and tails Landorus, which hits me for decent damage, but does not kill me. So he goes for the U-turn, revealing he's Scarf, but we actually live the hit as we click Giga Drain on the Empoleon, and we actually get a lot of health back with our left U-turn. At this point, I can set up a sub, and actually we live any hit again. So I just decide to set up a sub and click another Calm Mind. I mean, I have no reason not to. So I click Calm Mind here to get to +3 speed attack. At this point, I'm like, ooh, this is looking pretty nice. So at this point, I'm very free to just click... Oh, so I click Substitute again because I don't want him switching into his Typhlosion after I kill him and killing me. So I click Giga Drain, and I get a lot of health back, let me tell you. Especially with lefties, now I'm back to 45%. At this point, I make another misplay. I didn't know if Earthquake could just straight up one-shot my sub, so I'd set up another sub, and I thinking, oh, maybe I could, but it does just kill it, but that's fine because now I get some health back with the Giga Drain. At this point, he goes into his Kyurem Black. At this point, I'm not sure what his speed stat's looking like, so I just am like, I just stand and click Focus Blast, saying if I have speed, I kill him 100%. He does have speed me, and at this point, I 100% thought I lost. I honestly felt like he was saving me in the back, and he had a Scarf Kyurem Black. Because if it was Scarf Kyurem Black, I just lose. Look at my team. I have a Qwilfish, which dies, an Entei, which is too weakened to live a hit, and a, what's its name? A Zoroark, which dies. So, basically, I thought I lost right here. So I just send in my Zoroark, hope, this disguises Qwilfish, and I pray that it could outspeed him and kill him with the Titanium Z. And we do outspeed him. And I ran the cap because I knew we definitely guaranteed O-code him with that Titanium Z. At this point, I'm like, we might win this. So Jolteon again, I don't know what set it is because it would have killed it. Because I know for a fact it's not Specs now because Specs just O-code me straight up. And it did not O-code me, so it cannot be Specs. So I do get chip damage on it. And again, at this point, I thought I lost. I'm pretty sure I've lost at this point. Because I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh shoot, he wasn't Scarf Kyurem Black. I think he ran Scarf Jolteon. Because Scarf Jolteon kills my Qwilfish and my Entei at this range. So I'm like, ah, dang it. But I'm like, I'll just send in my Qwilfish. Hopefully it could maybe live a hit. So I send in my Qwilfish, and I'm like, GG, man. Because honestly, there's nothing I can do against a Scarf Jolteon. I'm just like, a good set, man. Good set. But it is not Scarf, and our Qwilfish kills it. Oh, baby. And I'm like, yo, I think we kill you, Typhlosion. I think we kill you. And we kill the Typhlosion. The mascot pick, Qwilfish, putting in the work. He said, I just got F, GG. I said, what? And he said, that Qwilfish low. I said, were you specs on Typhlosion? He said, yeah. And I said, I was so scared of Scarf. Sacred, I'll share. Anyway, GG to my man, AshVamp. And this might be my favorite game I've ever had in a league. I don't know. I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it was a really fun battle. I think we both played really, really well. And I'm so happy seeing my mascot, Qwilfish, putting in so much work. Just honestly, it did so much for us. Without Qwilfish, we might have just lost if I had brought Scarf Qwilfish. But Qwilfish, he put in work. I'm so happy. GG. I mean, there's not much. I think we played that game really well, even though luck was not on our side again with the burn. I think we were able to play really well, and I just think the Vorizion set I brought put in so much work against this team. I do think he played really well, though, and I do think he played great. I just don't know what to say. He played great. I think he could have. No. Well. No, I think. I don't know, actually. Yeah, but anyway, that was a really, really good match against my man AshVamp. Just his team was so monstrous, but like I think we played really well, and I'm so happy we were able to break this losing streak. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm proud of my boy Qwilfish, and I like to see my boy Steal picking up another kill, still leading the league in kills. And until next time, my puffer people, stay puffed.